Hey yo! It is 48 Sharks coming at you with another Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia. And I belong with you. You belong with me. Oh, Ophelia. I know those are two different songs. Yeah, I definitely fucked that up. But, again, we're gonna hit it up. I got some mad boosters, some mad blessings going on. So, why not just get so many? All of the polys. All of them. So, let's get it. Yes! No way that it's... Oh, I was like, okay, yeah. So, I know I probably sound like a broken record. Not really, because I've only done like 3 videos showing this. But, you definitely want to find a specific room. Which might be right here. Yep. Wow, that's the fastest I've ever found this room. So basically, at this try section, you want to hold charge, maximize tentacle swarm. You don't have to use energy. You could void mode and, do that. But basically, just wait. And then the kicker, right? If you go in the water, it's automatic auto loot. So, whoa. Yeah, automatic auto loot, man. Look at this. You see them dying? And watch. Yep. I'm still looting, baby. So, this is the tremendous. I do this, like when the Saren farm for Affinity is kind of boring, during, what is that? The Syndicate Elite Sanctuary shit. When that's boring, I just come here, man. Because this is mad AFK. The next 25 seconds, essentially, I just do this. What's better than this? I mean, this is truly AFK farming. I mean, come on. Anyway, back to the main topic. Therapy. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I'm loving it. We have to change up the tone and the jingle because we're going to get sued. But basically, for real, therapy, guys. Everybody can take advantage of it, no matter how badly you may need it or how insignificantly you may not need it. But it definitely benefits any human, regardless. So, definitely shout out to that. And if you guys haven't tried, definitely check out MD Live. MD Live covers a lot of insurances, and one of my friends also has an insurance called Oscar, and it's like $2 a month. Some crazy shit. And it's still an insurance program that he has that allows online therapy. My parents, my dad, also has access to online therapy, and it's some of my friends. It's just wild, man. A lot of people are always so dismissive of therapy because it's like some kind of, almost as if they see it as some kind of psychobabble bullshit. But when you really think about it, a good therapist, they don't tell you anything. They just ask you things. And while they're asking you things, hey man, it's wild. I basically call it the why game. So the why game is like, it's it's just my personal perspective of therapy. A certain aspect of therapy, insightful therapy, and like inner work, confidence building and whatnot. But well, shit, I forgot what I was talking about. But it's just yeah, man, therapy. You may not need it, but just to have it, it really makes you think about a lot of different things that normally you never would think about. So, or that you would never even process. So, if you, and also realize things. So, like, you know, what if you have PTSD from an event that you had in your childhood? Or what if you, what if somebody died and you saw them die and it was very traumatic? I mean, PTSD, stress, you know, even financial, money problems, relationship problems, all that shit is fucking applicable, man. And it's wild how sometimes you'll never even think of some concepts until you talk to a therapist. There we go, back on track. A good therapist will never tell you anything. They're simply a mirror, bro. And they will literally just be there. And you're going to be like, they're going to say, hey, so how was your week? And a good therapist will let you reply. And whatever you say. So, yeah, my cat died. And my dog died. And my dad died. And my mom died. And I lost my house. You know, like, that's a significant situation. I don't even know how they would deal with that. I don't know why I went so extreme. But if it's like, you know, my dog's getting sick and it's going to have to be put down, how does that make you feel? Okay, so you're going to be upset. Again, you're not allowed to say, I don't know. So that's the white game. I forgot. That's where I was at. The white game. So you keep asking yourself why, and you're not allowed to say, I don't know. Until you get to the point to where you just kind of keep repeating the same answer. There is no wrong answer, and there is no real, you know, incorrect answer or bad or answer or anything. It's all about insight, self-insight. So, example, my dog, she's very sick. Well, not very sick, but old, and has a lot of issues. She's a double-dapple dachshund. Double dachshund, yeah. And apparently they're born half blind, half deaf as a part of their genetics. So we have her, and you know, she has seizures, but her seizures have pretty much been increasing a lot lately, as well as some kind of vertigo, kind of brain thing, where I looked it up. I remember the name somewhere in one of my neurons, but it's where the balance gets a little bit off, and it's called like old dog syndrome. Like literally, like you can Google it, old dog syndrome. But that mixed with the seizures and her age and all of her health and her genetics, it's almost like, you know, is it, are we doing her a favor if we put her down, or is it not? So, you know, it's terrifying. And, you know, this is something I would talk to a therapist about. However, I could kind of work it out on myself if I play the white game. So, okay, why do I not want her to die? Because she's my dog. I love her. She's so cute. And I've invested so much time. And I got her through my ex. Down in Miami. She was the one that got her originally. And so I kind of like, I feel like it's my responsibility to take care of her. So why, you know, why would I feel upset? It's because I feel like I would be almost, and it's okay to, you know, when you're investing in things, mentally, to take your time to think about it. So, and again, it's always about eye language. So, I mean, but fuck I language for right now. But it's just like, I feel like I'm kind of like her protector. So, of course, you know, it would make sense if we have to put her down by choice, not by natural occurrence. I would feel entirely responsible, almost as if I'm like killing her. But again, when does your pet suffering become so much that you disregard that and just put them out of their misery? A good example is my aunt's dog, and in one of my previous videos I actually do talk about this, or several videos actually, where her dog had massive cancer all over his body, and he was tortured. She didn't want to put him down, and you could pet him and you could feel every single lump of cancer inside of Colgan. And it was just so depressing. He couldn't stand up. He was old. His joints and his bones, his muscles, everything was gone. It was so horrible. But for my dog, she's chipper, pet. But again, are the brainstorms too much for her? You know, was the cancer too much for Colgan? Who knows, man? Who knows? And these are the kinds of things that therapy allows you to talk about. Because, again, if this happened any other time other than now, I would be losing my absolute shit. And I'm sure most people would. However, I know how to deal. And I know that death is a thing. I know it's going to happen. I know that nothing is permanent and everything is temporary. I'm learning how to overcome, accept, and move on. And, you know, if there's like one thing out of therapy that I could kind of put the tail on the donkey is, you know, again, nobody, even if you don't need it, you can still benefit from it. Like, you can eat an ice cream cone, even if you don't need to eat an ice cream cone. Nobody needs to eat an ice cream cone. But if you eat an ice cream cone, you're probably definitely gonna have enjoyed eating that ice cream cone. And your life will be better off because you have that. Unless you have too much of it, which I guess would counteract the whole point of, you know, set therapy. But, you know, that's not the idea. It's just, it's like, you know, everybody can learn how to ride a bike without training wheels. But if you have training wheels, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier. And I guess that's where I'm coming from. And it doesn't matter how, like, macho you are, bro. Or anything. Just do it. Like, do it, and, you know, you never know what's going to come from it. And just to go kind of back to the why game. Again, it's fun to just keep asking yourself why. And the only rule of the game, the only singular rule of the game, is that you're not allowed to say, I don't know. So if you feel something after this video, maybe put it in the comments. Let's play the why game. You tell me something, I'll ask you why, you explain it. I'll ask you why again, you explain it. I'll ask you why again. Or even if you want to do this yourself, ask yourself something, then ask yourself why. Explain it, then ask yourself why. And see how far you can get, actually, truly, before you have to eventually say, I don't know. And then when you get to the point where you're like, I don't know, then ask yourself, do you really not know? Or do you know and you just haven't ever been challenged that far? You know, doesn't that make sense? So, anyways, it's been a 15-minute vlog. A joint showing of the epicness of Hydroid Farm with the Archwing. and theraputic. So I definitely appreciate every one of you that are listening and watching right now. It's really weird, man, for me to go live now because I just love music so much. And I don't really... If you know a way to separate, like, unless using, like, I was gonna use my cell phone, but, other than that, like, is there a way to break up the audios to where on my computer I can listen to music, but, like, what Streamlabs hears does not hear it? Because that's something that I really struggle with. And, again, if somebody knows how to fix that or do that, I would fucking love it. Because right now I'm just doing like recordings, again, not really anything live, and just posting them to YouTube. So yeah, guys, it's fun. It's fun talking to you guys. It's fun having you guys listen to me. And hopefully at the end of this, I was able to put some kind of background music to it. So there's that. Peace and love. Thanks. Like, subscribe, comment. Fuck yeah, baby.